The reason why I made this film, because I was a athlete myself, and one of the guys in the film, Stanislav Haruna, he's a karate athlete, and I did karate athlete before, and I saw him in on CNN during the war when the Worlds came on, and I've usually seen him in a karate uniform, in his Ukraine athlete's gear. And so, in the back of my mind, I always thought that, there's probably a lot of athletes like that fighting in this war. So I think a good story would be to show those athletes, that they were representing their countries. Now they're defending their country. So stuff, it went on for like another, I don't know, the war kept continuing for another like 7, 8 months, and then I decided to just go to like to go for it and try to tell the story. I think now it's very relevant, because I think here on the West, in America and stuff, people have kind of forgotten about the war. And I think a good way to show that the world's still going on is through sports. I think sports has the ability to bring everyone together. Um, and as everyone can see, everyone was watching the Olympics. And some things got covered, but not all things. So I think there's still work to be done. I think there's, you know, our, I think the, Olympic Committee kind of messed up. They let, I think 15 Russian and Russian athletes into the Olympics. Um, so yeah, so I mean, that's where we're at now. And now we're just trying to, make everyone aware of this film and that, athletes are still, fighting in the war instead of competing in their prospective sports. I would say going through all the interviews, especially of the mothers that lost their childs in the war. I cried every time I did the film. I think it was very devastating. Those people are just like you and me. They're trying to live their life and they're not trying to start anything. They're, trying to live peaceful and just try to live their life. And you have a country like Russia that's coming to disrupt and to take away the identity of the Ukrainian people. So, it was very hard for me to edit this whole film. And even to this day, every time I watch the film, again, I still get chills and anger towards Russia. I think everyone who watches the film says that everyone should watch this film. And they all say that it's very powerful. A lot of people didn't know what really these athletes, some of these athletes were actually fighting in the war. They didn't know any of this. They don't, we only know what CNN and Fox News and CNBC tells us here, right? It's not, they don't tell us, that this athlete, he's he's competing. He was an Olympia athlete. Now he's on the front lines. So these deeper stories I think should be told. And I think everyone that we've shown it to says that everyone should see this film. And I hope that a lot of people will see this film. We're trying hard as possible to get it to a mass audience. But things are kind of tough in the documentary world, and especially for Ukrainian films. I actually did not go to Ukraine. I directed all this via Zoom. I found a team in Ukraine that helped me, direct everything with everyone there. I found all the contacts. It all started with Haruna, and then he got me Stahoski, and then we got Belenyuk. We got all these big athletes there, and then my producer on the ground there, he got all the local people that were there. I saw a lot of the athletes. I saw like the high jumper was really good. I saw the twins compete in artistic swimming that is in the film. Belenyuk, I saw him wrestle. That was great. Yeah, I just think Ukraine, is a big presence in the Olympics. They have a lot of athletes, and I think Ukrainians are a big part in sport. I hope that the country of Ukraine can be free from Russia. I hope that they can find peace, and I hope that they can rebuild to be stronger. I know, I didn't know how big the film community was there and how good, technically, that they are there. So I think, that represents how good of a people are the Ukrainian people. They're very smart, they're ambitious, they're hardworking. And I think, after this war is done, hopefully soon, that you guys will prosper to the fullest.